What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Project Carvolution. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be taking a look at all the recovery gear that I use when I'm off-roading in my Forester.
I can trust myself, I believe in now. I can trust myself, I believe in now. I can trust myself, I believe in
Now, I've only got the basic kind of equipment, but to me it's probably the most important, and it does get you out of a lot of sticky situations, even though it's quite minimal. Now, I don't have a winch or anything like that because it's a bit too hard for me on my Forester, but plenty of people do it. I'm just too tight for funds at the moment, and it's probably not something I need at this point in time. If you were going off and doing muddy tracks and hill climbs and rocky type terrain, then perhaps it's something you would consider. But for me, I mostly do beach driving and stuff like that at this point. So what we have is a set of MaxTrax. I've only got 2, probably 4 is optimal, but again, I'm pretty tight with funds, and for me, 2 is enough. And generally when you go away, you'll have another person with a set of MaxTrax. So you'll have 4 sets anyway. So that's my MaxTrax. I've also got a little fold out shovel, pretty basic stuff, but something you should take. And that can be quite easy, especially something like this because it's smaller. You can get in under your wheels and underneath your car. So that's definitely handy. Then I've just got these bow shackles. They're 3.2 ton rated shackles for the Forester. I've got 3 of them. Then I've also got this equalizer strap, which I'll get into in a bit. That's pretty important for the Forester. And of course, the snatch strap, which I haven't actually used yet. I've been using my dad's or other people's when I go away. But definitely something you should take. Now, MaxTrax are definitely important to take away because when you've got a Forester, everyone knows they've got the monocoque chassis and it's not as strong as normal four-wheel drive chassis are. So you don't want to be towing if you don't absolutely have to. That's where the MaxTrax come in. They can be very handy and get you out of a lot of easier situations if you're in sand, even in mud. It just saves you having to do any unnecessary snatch strapping or anything like that. So MaxTrax would definitely be something I'd pick up if you're looking to go off-roading in a Forester or even any four-wheel drive, to be honest with you. They're definitely something you need. MaxTrax or treads, they're both pretty much the same. People can argue the differences, but they basically do the same thing. I've talked a bit about the shovel. I'd definitely get a shovel. If it's big or small, definitely have a shovel. Now we'll talk about my equalizer strap. Now the reason this is so important, I did touch on it just before when I was speaking about the MaxTrax, is the fact that our Foresters are monocoque chassis, so you don't want to be putting too much strain on either side. Although I will say I have done it in the past. But if you can do it, I'd be getting one of these and attaching it to your Forester when you go to snatch from the front. Of course, I only use it when I'm going from the front because I do have a recovery hitch at the back, which is very handy. Although I have recovered myself in a very dire situation from the back with one hook, with one recovery point, and no equalizer strap. That's a whole nother story. Pretty funny though, actually. Now I'll just do a quick little demonstration on how you actually use the equalizer strap. Now you put a bow shackle on either side and you feed the equalizer strap through the snatch strap. So you've got these 2 on the car and then the snatch strap fed through the equalizer strap. They're called equalizer straps, or you can get tree hug straps or something or other, tree straps. They're pretty much the same thing. So you can use them, and then that way you're pulling from 2 points on the Forester and it's spreading the load evenly. It's less chance of warping, your chassis of the Forester. It's a lot safer than just doing it off of one. Although, like I said, I have done it off of one, and I'll talk about that in a sec. So this is probably the best thing to do with your Forester. Now, last time I did try this, I was stuck in sand, and one thing you've got to be careful of is so say you're all strapped up and ready to go with a snatch strap, you've got a truck here, you're here stuck, you got your equalizer strap in, this is on sand. Say you're on a very soft beach and you're about to be pulled off, this truck's moved, it's like snatching you, then you take off and you've got the pedal to the metal trying to get out, you're trying to get towed, and then this car stops but you keep going, then you've got to be careful that this doesn't get wrapped around your wheel, because this will drop. If there's no tension on this front car and this car stopped and you're still moving, then there's not going to be any tension on your snatch strap and it's just going to drop. And Now what happened last time to me was this dropped and span around my wheel, and if I went any further then it probably would have snapped something and wouldn't have been very good at all. I probably wouldn't have got off the beach in that car very easily at all. So you've got to be very careful when using this. Most of the time, if you're on a bit harder kind of sand and it's just a sandy patch, then it's probably going to be very beneficial. But in this circumstance, the front car went down, I kind of kept moving a little bit and then went down, and this got wrapped up in my wheel arch, and then we had to kind of grab it out. And then after that we got rid of the equalizer strap, and I just snatched off of one part of the Forester, which it was a kind of a dire situation. I had to get out of there. We'd been there for a little while and it was very soft, and that managed to get us out pretty easily. Now this is kind of just the basic equipment you can get. I'm sure there's more things you can equip, like those blow up bags that you stick on the back of your exhaust and it kind of blows you out. That's probably something I should consider, or you should consider, that I might end up getting on eventually. Also your bottle jacks and high jack stands and stuff like that is a given. But other than that, I think this is some of the best equipment you can have for your Forester in terms of a safe recovery. Now I will show you guys how I attach this onto the car in just a sec, and obviously how I would use my rear tow hitch as well. We'll get into that as well, and I'll show you how it all connects up to my car. Alright guys, so I'll quickly show you how I attach my equalizer strap and snap strap to the front of my Forester. So first you get your shackle and attach that to the left side here. Put one side in first, then you feed your snap strap through the equalizer strap, like so. You then attach that side on to the other recovery point or tow point. You've then got the snap strap pulling from 2 points of the car, which is a lot better than just one. Alright guys, so I'll just quickly show you how I recover from the back. Now, I've got a tow hitch on the back of mine, which is a lot easier than the 2 tow points that you can use. This is much easier. You basically take out your pin, trailer pin I think it's called, or something or other. You then feed that through the tow hitch and the snap strap, like so, and then put in the pin on the other side of the tow pin, and that's your recovery point. A lot easier than having to use the 2 tow points on the back. Cool. Alright guys, so you just saw how I attach it all to my car. That's pretty much the video, just basically explaining my recovery equipment, how I use it, how I think it should be used. There's obviously going to be some other opinions about how you can do things more safer and put less strain on your Forester, which I'm happy to hear about. If you've got any more suggestions or other ways that you like to recover your Forester, then let me know. I'll be happy to read them and find out more. Obviously I'm still learning as well, but yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did learn something, leave a like. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new for more Forester type stuff and off-roading, and follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Project Carvolution. I do post on Instagram quite a bit with some cool photos, so go check that out. And that just about wraps it up, I think. Thanks again for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next video.